I just wanted to share my experience with this in case anyone else is considering it, because I have actually lived with this toilet for a long time, and I think that matters more than quick opinions after one weekend. What this is, at the simplest level, is a one-piece toilet that is built around the idea of flushing reliably and being easy to keep clean. If you are the kind of person who is tired of clogs, tired of fiddling with a plunger, or you just want a toilet you do not have to think about every day, that is the kind of person this is for. It is also a good fit if you care about cleaning, because the one-piece shape takes away a lot of the little gaps and edges where grime usually builds up. The first thing I noticed when I installed it years ago was the shape. It has that smooth, modern look, but what I care about more is that there are fewer seams. On my older two-piece toilets, the area between the tank and the bowl always collected dust and whatever else, and it turned into this annoying cleaning spot. With this one, I can wipe it down fast and move on. The finish on mine has held up well. It still looks white and glossy, and it has not gotten that dull, worn look that some toilets get after years of use. Build quality feels solid in the ways that count. The bowl feels sturdy, the tank does not flex, and nothing about it feels flimsy. The flush handle on mine has stayed tight, and it has not developed that loose wobble that I have dealt with on cheaper toilets. The seat that came with it is a slow close seat, which sounds like a small thing until you live with it. No lid slams, especially at night. I did not realize how much I would appreciate that until I had it. Comfort is also a real part of daily use. This is an elongated bowl, so it gives you more space than a round front. I prefer that, and everyone in my house preferred it too once we got used to it. The height is what a lot of people call chair height. For me, it is easier on the knees than older, lower toilets. If you have small kids in the house, that height can be a downside. When my relatives visit with younger kids, I have seen them need a little step stool. It is not a deal breaker, it is just something I noticed in real use. Now the reason most people even look at this model is flushing. That is what I cared about most, because the toilet we replaced was a clog magnet. This one uses a 4-inch flush valve. I am mentioning that number because it is the reason the flush feels so fast and so direct. It is not a long, lazy swirl. It clears the bowl quickly, and in my own use it has been very hard to clog. I'm not going to pretend nothing can ever clog, because any toilet can clog if you push it, but I can say that over about 10 years of normal daily use, I do not remember a single moment where I had that sinking feeling of, okay, here we go again, and had to deal with an overflow situation. I almost never keep a plunger out anymore, and that is not something I could say with my old setup. Water use is 1.6 gallons per flush. In real life, what that means to me is it still feels strong, but I do not feel like it is wasting water to get that strength. It is a practical middle ground. It is also pretty quiet for how forceful it is. I have used toilets that sound like they are blasting through the pipes, and this is not like that. At night I can flush it and not worry that I am waking everyone up. You definitely hear it, but it is a normal sound, not a startling one. Daily cleaning is where the one-piece design keeps paying off. There is less to scrub. There are fewer edges and gaps. The surface on mine has resisted staining better than my older toilets did, especially around the water line. I still clean it like a normal person. I am not babying it. I just do regular bathroom cleaning, and it does not fight me. I also notice it does not hold onto smells the way some older bowls can, even when they are technically clean. That is hard to measure, but you notice it when you have lived with it for years. Installation is the part I want to be honest about, because this is not the kind of product you casually carry under one arm. The toilet is heavy. Mine was around 109 pounds. It is awkward because it is one solid piece. If you are planning to install it yourself, you can do it, but you will work harder than you think you will. I recommend having another person there just to help lift and position it. Getting it lined up over the floor bolts takes some patience, and because it is heavy, you do not want to be shifting it around more than you have to. Once it is set and sealed, though, it is not the type of toilet that needs constant tweaking. It has mostly just worked. Over the years, the reliability has been the main reason I have stuck with it. I did have to replace a small internal part around the 10-year mark, and that was honestly on me because of how I handled a minor issue. It was not a situation where the toilet was falling apart. Everything else has been original for me, and that is a strong track record considering this thing gets used every single day. I do want to mention a couple limitations, because nothing is perfect. The included seat is fine, but it is a basic plastic seat. If you are picky about seats, or you want something softer, you might end up swapping it out. Also, because the toilet is a one-piece unit, if you ever have to move it for flooring work or anything like that, it is more of a hassle than a lighter two-piece toilet. It is not something you want to uninstall and reinstall casually. One thing I need to address from my usual review format is smart features and mobile app support. This toilet does not have that. There is no mobile app. There are no connected features, and honestly I am fine with that. In day-to-day life I do not want my toilet to need updates or troubleshooting. I want it to flush, refill, and stay out of my way. This one has done that. So overall, after living with this for about 10 years, my impression is simple. It is a practical, strong flushing, low-drama toilet that is easy to keep clean. The best part is the flush reliability and how rarely it clogs. The most annoying part is the wait during installation, and the fact that some people may want to replace the seat for comfort. If you have been dealing with frequent clogs, or you just want a toilet that works the same way every day without surprises, I think this one is worth considering based on real use, not just a quick test flush. If you have questions about living with this toilet long term, leave a comment and I will tell you what I have noticed. If this video helped, subscribe to the channel for more real-world reviews, and leave a comment with what toilet you are using now and what you want to fix about it. Thank you for watching.